Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive astrologist and life coach, transformational, and I'm here to give you the energy update that's coming up here on August 8th. They're calling this the Lion's Gate portal. And I will let you know what that means right when we get into it. I'm a Leo, and I'm super excited about this year. My birthday is August 12th, and it's within this Lionsgate portal, the dog days of summer. And it is a new moon before my birthday. And this goes for all those that were also born after the 8th. And those Leos after the 8th have new beginnings coming up for the solar year. So, new moon in Leo happening August 8th at 6:49 a.m. The sun and the moon will be merging its energy at 16 degrees. Leo full moon was on January 28th. And Leo's new moon for 2021 is this Sunday. So the full moon is the completion and a highlight. So what was happening for you at the end of January, this is kind of like the wrap up of that last 6 months. It was not the easiest 6 months, especially in partnerships and relationships. And we've been feeling a lot of that tension and separation. Okay. This is within the Lionsgate portal, this new moon. So this is why they're calling it the 8-8 Lionsgate. We call it this because of the opening of energy and dimensions and timelines as the two suns are aligned in the sky. So this is the alignment of our sun and Sirius, aka the dog star. That's why they call it the dog days. The dog days are based on the movement of stars and represents the 20 days before and after the summer alignment of the star Sirius with our sun. And this is happening July 3rd through August 11th, according to Arizona State University. Sirius is about twice the mass and is 25 times brighter than the sun. Its surface temperature is 17,000 degrees Fahrenheit compared to the sun's surface, which is 10,000 Fahrenheit. It is 8.6 light years away and is visible towards the south much of the night of winters, in the winter months. It rises shortly after the constellation Orion rises in the sky, and that's how it received its nickname, the dog star, because dogs are loyal, they're faithful. They're faithful followers of the hunter's companion, the dog star. This is my galactic origin. There's some Lyrans in there, and so even it's so crazy that our suns are aligning in Leo season in August, which I'm a Leo and a Syrian and a Lyran. So very interesting stuff, right? Now, for all those Leos that were born August 8th through the 21st, your solar return will be of a waxing new moon cycle, which brings new inspired growth, new opportunities, new situations, new self-image, new relationships, and overall newness. Now, the energy of Leo is one of love, light, warmth, heart, courage, passion, excitement, energy, entertainment, children, the arts, and last but not least, creative energy. So we will be experiencing all of this excitement and fresh new outlooks and beginnings in these specific areas of life. Also, a new start and a 6-month cycle. So let me get my degrees book out. Found it. Inside degrees, we're reading the degrees of 16 Leo. And 16 Leo says a red-faced man, tears running down his cheeks. He is laughing convulsively. This is intense, okay? Just hear me out. In the warp between the worlds, being a representative of one world in the midst of another and being almost invisible, tending to despair off screen and reappear somewhere else, transported by a special destiny, slipping by the border guards. As the uproar happens, the deep observer looks at the role the self is playing, which is so incongruous to who one is truly. But the karmic instructions are to play along, and later all shall be revealed. This is a very particular soul condition, taking all of the loose ends and finishing them off to be sprung into a different realm at last. So that is quite intense. Like this new moon and the Lionsgate portal, we are going to be hopping around, okay? Jumping timelines, maybe opening portals, experiencing past life or remembering. You definitely should check to see where 16 degrees of Leo is in your chart. And if you don't know your chart, you can go to astro.com and pull up your birth chart for free there. You just enter in your time, location, and birthday. And if you would like a reading from me, you can also contact me, hit me up. You can go to my website at www.lucidlivingmovement.com and I can break it down for you. If you would like to learn how to read an astrology birth chart, I'm offering 3 workshops, basic, intermediate, and advanced classes. And I do it in person and online, whichever you prefer. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, I'm hosting one on August 27th at 7 p.m. in Crockett, California. All right. So after reading the degrees, if we take 1 and 6, the numerology for this number in degrees is 7. Now, 7 stands for many things. It's found all over the Bible. In astrology, 7th house is the one of partnerships. So there is a focus on partnerships, love, rest, and manifest. 7 is the number of completeness and perfection, both on a physical and a spiritual level. God created all things in 7 days, and there are 7 days of the week. And each day represents a planet. Like Monday is the moon, Sunday is the sun, Saturn day is Saturn. So each planet rules a day. We have everything we need to create. We are God and goddesses. We all have the flow of the universe running through our veins and our bodies. 7 is a positive flow of free energy. We are abundance. We have intuition and we have an inner knowing. 7 is also a reminder to rest, as God created everything and he rested on the 7th day. There is a lot of manifestations and a lot of changes and a lot of shifts. The universe and God and whoever that you believe in is working on each of our hearts individually, shifting and changing and putting us on the purpose as to why we came here. This new moon is a new moon of courage. It's about taking a chance and taking a risk. This is about the new self-image for a lot of us Leos. This is, if you're a rising Leo and you're a Leo, this is happening in your first house of self-awareness. Maybe you're ready for a new hairdo, a makeover, new clothes. I just dyed my hair back to black. I'm feeling the winter and the summer right now. Maybe new home decor, a new way that you present and hold yourself. Leos are going through a reset. They want to feel better, look better, and be better. This is our wrap up. This is the ending and our brand new beginnings happening on August 8th. Are you coming with the Leos, or are you going to leave them behind and watch them fly? This is the time to take note of who you want to be. What kind of person do you want to be seen as? And what kind of lifestyle do you desire to live? Now, go get it. The lion takes action. As Mars is in Virgo now, transiting our house of value, we'll be looking at what is important for us to strive for. In the way that we provide for ourselves as well. What are resources looking like? How are we valuing ourselves? Water is currency, and we are water. Therefore, we are the true currency. How are you flowing in your abundance? How are you helping others? Or how is the universe using you to be the beacon of light in dark areas? The darker energies, they're all over this matrix. So how are you being that beacon of Leo light? Leo's ruler is the sun, and the sun is coupled with the moon, which is Cancer's ruler. They're coming together and they're merging their energies. Where the moon thinks more with the emotion and the sun radiates its light outwardly, we're having our inward and outward projections and feelings coming together as one. So they're integrating. Leos remind us that we first need to take care of ourselves, that we need to make sure that we are being treated right by ourselves and those around us. The worst thing that you could do to a Leo is to take them for granted or to ignore them. Leos are born to shine, and we're born to love, and we're born to make people feel good about themselves. What does a cat do when being ignored? They will lay down on your projects, whatever you're working on, whether that's your laptop, if you're reading a book, they'll nudge you if you're on your phone and you might drop your phone, or you can't finish your text. They want to redirect your energy to be in the moment with them so you're not distracted. Lions are felines and felines are cats, and we're all the same. What things are you distracted with? Are you distracted with the things that you want to manifest in your life? Are you distracted with working hard? Are you distracted with not having enough? These are the things that is our focus. We want to put our focus on the things that we want to manifest. If we want more money, we should probably manifest and focus on having that abundance and understanding that the universe is going to provide wherever you need to be provided for. We create our realities here in the new world. We have to take time for quiet and meditation and prayer for manifestations. This new moon is the best new moon to write down what you want to manifest. Are these distractions benefiting your higher self? Or are your distractions taking you away from your self-care, meditations, and self-awareness? Now is a good time to take some breaths and redirect your energy to the things that you want to manifest and create. If there is someone that is not seeing you for all of your glory, move forward on your journey. We must let go and trust the process. We need to release that which does not serve or love us and trust that there is something better waiting for us around the corner, which there is, because it's the new beginnings for Leos and love. We need to clear space and make room for the abundance and blessings. When we get rid of stuff, we magically find something to replace it. Energy flows where our attention goes. So if we focus on lack or what we don't have yet without making room for the things that we want and meditating on what we want, we will only get that in which we don't want. With that being said, for this new moon, let's make a list. Because Venus is in Virgo, not the happiest here, and nor is it the nicest here. It's very critical and judgmental, but let's use the better qualities of Virgo, which is what do you want? What do you need to get done? Of the things that we want, and we make a list of the actions that we need to do in order to get the thing that we want. Then make sure to put those actions on your calendar for the next 6 months and promise yourself that you will get it done. This is a new 6-month cycle, along with the eclipses that happened in June. Virgo says that you are what you do every day. If you do one step towards your goal every day, you will achieve it eventually. Saturn will grant you that in which you put forth your energy and work. Saturn is time, and time waits for no one, and it stops for none. Remember the promise in life is change. Nothing stays the same. So if you're feeling down or nothing is working for you in either love, money, happiness, here's your reminder. This too shall pass. I have that tattooed on the back of my neck. I did it in Thailand by a Buddhist monk with a bamboo stick, and it's always a saying that's always stuck with me. Also, don't take things for granted, and be in appreciation and gratitude for life as much as possible. So, with all that being said, I just wanted to talk a little bit about children because Leos rule children and the fifth house rules our children as well. Dreams and creativity. I want to talk about being more supportive to our children and asking them questions like how they feel or what they think or what their opinions are on things. I think it's really important. Older generations killed our dreams and made us adopt to their beliefs and their systems. We were told to play by their rules of life and how to conform. I think it's time to support and help our children do and be who they desire to be. Supporting them is like supporting evolution. We need to stop repeating history. We need to stop assuming because this is the way it's been, it's got to be that way. We need to stop conforming to other people's beliefs and ways of things and listen to ourselves. We need to listen and support our own dreams and the dreams of a new world for our future children. Our evolved children see things differently, just like each and every one of us sees things differently because of how we were raised, and everyone works very uniquely. So it's good to listen to other people's opinions, and views of things without getting upset about their opinions and views on things. You could ask questions to better understand what the person is talking about and not assume that they are in a certain category of belief or political view or supporter or a conspiracy theorist. Okay. A lot of people I'm seeing is judging people based on what they're seeing outside. These new children, they see things differently than we do. For example, bees see different light and energies, okay, that our eyes cannot see, and vice versa. Humans see the light in wavelengths from approximately 390 to 750 nanometers. These wavelengths represent the spectrum of color that we see. Bees, like many insects, see from approximately 300 to 650 nanometers. That means they can't see the color red like we can, but they can see the ultraviolet spectrum, which humans cannot. Ultraviolet would be the crown chakra, right? Up here, the third eye crown chakra. And they can't see the red, which is the root chakra, which grounds us in this reality of like, anger and passion and sex. They're just working. They're doing their work. Their higher purpose is to make honey. So I just wanted to put that out there because Leo rules children. And this is just something I see. Because we can stop a cycle from repeating by our children. Do things differently than our parents did, unless your parents were amazing and they supported you and your own beliefs, regardless of their beliefs. That is a great parent. Overall, this new moon is intense, transformational, and it's a portal. And we don't want to pass this opportunity up to create the lives that we've always wanted. This is being authentic with our heart and having the courage to speak our truth. Unexpected events and shifts will happen. People will have a change of heart and direction. The aspects could create a sense of impulsiveness and rapid shifts in emotions and moods. We can be and feel a bit nervous or anxious because of the Uranus squares. We will have an overall feeling of excitement and luck. However, try not to overdo it because Jupiter is opposing Venus and Mars. This is not the best aspect for financial dealings. People in relationships could look better than they appear. And disappointments in love and money could also be a factor. So have fun, okay? Create, and create the life that you've always dreamed of. Now, let's get into the card readings. I've been so busy just trying to wrap up the past year. It's like the ending of my solar year. I'm coming up to the new moon and my birthday. And so, do you like my background? The Lionsgate portal. I wanted to read a piece from this. I read it this week and it really spoke to me. This is a book a lot on Uranus and Aquarian energy. I got this in 2017 and it's by Glenn Perry. And it just talks about the Sun-Uranus relationship because I am a Leo and I'm ruled by the Sun and my partners are Aquarius ruled by Uranus. And I want to better understand my relationships because I have a lot of Libra energy coming up. My progressed Saturn, I think, is moving into Libra my moon is going, my solar year moon is going to be in Libra. I have Jupiter and Saturn messing around in my seventh house of partnership. So there's a lot going on. So I thought, no, I'm going to pick up this book again. All right. So to adopt a policy of non attachment implies trust in the process of life, a conviction that the reason for existence is to grow beyond present boundaries and limitations. It also implies a willingness to suffer. One of Buddha's central teachings, rather than resist a given situation, the philosophy of Wu Wei encourages the individual to welcome it, to embrace it with equanimity. Allowing a life crisis to have its full impact requires trusting that crises are purposeful expressions of a divine ordering principle in nature. Non attachment joins the individual to the larger consciousness within which he is embedded, dissolving the divisions that separate self from non self. The ultimate purpose is to attain nirvana, the ecstasy of unitive consciousness. Again, we have a paradox: embrace suffering to experience bliss. And yeah, I totally love that. It says, when Leo and Aquarius are integrated, therefore, an emergent quality is one's capacity to intend something without attachment to the result. From the perspective of the ego, not all experiences are equally preferable. Some are not consciously intended. Yet, with integration of Aquarius, there is an equal willingness to embrace that which is not intended. One chooses to allow every experience to have its full impact. Imagine an athlete who is equally willing to experience defeat as victory. He intends to win and brings the full measure of his ability to the contest. But if he loses, then he attends to that experience with the same willingness that he brings to Trump. So, in other words, one chooses to embrace whatever happens. This does not mean that one transcends suffering entirely, but that one is willing to be defeated, surprised, or humbled. I love that because I am all about that. Like, I've been playing pool since I was 7. Okay. I was in nationals. I've been on pool leagues on and off throughout my life. And I learned from my papa at home, but outside of home, I also did the work. And I would go to pool halls and bars, and I would watch and see the best pool player in the place. And I would put my quarters up and I would play them because I felt that I can learn something from them. And I would, of course, always get beat, but I was open to learn and I asked questions. Oh, why did you make that move? Or what would have you have done in this situation? And I learned a lot from the best. So that's how you grow and evolve and be better. You're not going to get better as always winning. And sometimes you have to lose battles in order to evolve and grow and learn. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that that read. And I'm gonna start with the card readings. I got my tea. Yeah, there's definitely a lot I'm learning, having a lot of um childhood, from abandonment to rejection, and me having a Virgo moon, like always needing to plan. It's like a sense of like needing to know and having control. And like that little saying just put things in perspective, because in that, I'm not trusting in the process. And this is something that I'm trying to work on, is being able to let go and trust in the process of taking things a day and a step at a time. And people come in my life to teach me and show me this. And I come in other people's lives for other reasons, like about like loving unconditional love and showing people that they're worth um, love and affection. All right. So this is for the new moon in Leo. Uh-oh. The Four of Cups came out. So I think that there's some of us that are focusing on the things that maybe either didn't work out. I mean, all these cups are upright. So maybe we are looking at maybe situations and things that we think is the only options. Okay, I'll say that. We're looking at things as the only options, but there is other options. Okay, so do you see that like this little cloud is holding a cup and this guy he seems really bummed out that he doesn't have the options that he desired or wanted. And all of a sudden, the universe brings another option. Be like, "Oh, no, you got to take this option." And he doesn't see it. So, this card is telling me that we need to look at other options and don't focus on the options that are right in front of us. And we're being asked to look um for those blessings, okay? And the Seven of Swords, okay? So I think this card has to do with the Neptune opposition to Venus. Okay, we're not seeing things clearly. We can easily be deceived or someone like in this deck there's a circus going on in the background, okay, and these swords are they're air, okay, air cards, they're intellectual, they're thoughts. So it could be that someone is deceiving us in an illusion, right? A circus is right here, he's running with um something that is taken. All right. These are not all of his swords, obviously. He's taken them. So you want to be careful for the takers and um, the shifties. All right. Any more cards want to come out? Oh, oh my God. Yay. The Wheel of Fortune. This is the Jupiter card. This is exciting. This is about luck, growth, happiness, hope, and um opportunity. This is about strategy too. And this. So I don't know. I think that we're going to get some justice on things. I think that we are going to be surprised with this new moon at some other option that maybe we didn't see that were is going to be presented to us. Okay, there might be deception that um and maybe someone is taking something or being a taker, and this this is going to be revealed as well. The truth is going to be revealed, and then we're going to get our a turn of fate. Okay, this is the wheel of fate. Things are just going to work out the way that they're supposed to work out. Okay. um, I love that we ended with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to go ahead and pick from this deck and get some maybe confirmation. Maybe the same card will come out. It happens very often. Okay, the new moon. What else is going on here? What is this Wheel of Fortune about? Oh, it flipped around. What is it? What is it? The King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This Wheel of Fortune. It has to do with, it came out this way, right? I'm not a big reversal reader, but this has to do with our finances, our money. And reverse is the obsession with wealth and status and stubbornness. So, it might be that someone is just not in their heart. They're in their head and they're being stubborn. They want status and they want money. And the sun popped out. Drop. The sun card. This is the Leo card. Oh, these other ones. Yeah. Yeah, these all came out too. The Knight of Swords, which is about, fighting for working hard towards something. Maybe you've been working hard towards a project or a relationship status, or just working on things, and like it's finally gonna pay. It's finally gonna pay off. Okay, so it's gonna happen pretty quickly too. With the Uranus involved in this new moon, like those sudden changes and shifts, like something's happening. Something's happening. We've been working hard, and there's going to be a change of fate and a feeling and love, and that was also in the reading and the astrology, the planets and what they're doing. So yeah, I usually do the tarot last, but I don't know why I did. I'm going to roll these dice. Mars, 11th house, Sagittarius. Okay, yeah. I mean, we're driven um to meet new people, new environments, new groups. Um we're being spiritually aligned with those people and groups and friendships that are really ultimately going to get us where we need to go. I'm going to pick for that, you know, you might even have some falling outs with people, okay? If you have falling outs with people, friends, it's just making room for the new friends that are coming. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances, okay? Whoa. The card that came out. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Abra, abracadabra with wings. Oh, okay. Okay. Just look more confusing than it was. I haven't picked from this deck in a while, so I'm gonna pick from this deck. It was like my first deck. Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. It was my first Oracle deck. So let's see. New Moon in Leo. We got the release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. And Archangel Raphael invites to bring healing and knowledge into my life. I think it might even be the cord cutter. I'm not an angel guru or anything, but let's go ahead and read that. Relief 28. To connect to spirit and raise your energy, you need to release all physical, emotional, and mental blockages that hold you back from reaching your full potential. People, objects, emotions, experiences come into your life in order for you to learn from them, but not all are meant to stay. Release these with love and gratitude and ask Archangel Michael and Raphael to cut and heal. Oh, Raphael, I was right. To cut and heal the cords attaining you to these baggages. This unwanted clutter holds stagnant energy which ties you to the past, preventing you from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. Once you have released the clutter, your life will open up to new opportunities and abundance on all levels. This card is also asking you to release your addiction to material goods. Oh, that was the card, the Knight of Pentacles. By being caught up in the trap of consumerism, you waste time and energy by accumulating unimportant objects in your life that add no true value, while at the same time contributing to the depletion and destruction of your home, Mother Earth. So that is a very good card. I'm going to do this Flower of Life Oracle. All right, let's get a card for this new moon. And Leo, the collective that's happening at Lionsgate Portal. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just going to pick one at this point. Shuffle, shuffle. Which one? Which one? Which one? This one? Sacred. Life is sacred. Sacred in the way that it is the animator of your soul. Life is your body. It is a manifestation of you. If you can create your body, there is no end to what you can create. Your life is yours to do what you will with. You can make it whatever you want. All dreams and possibilities are open to you. Be who you are. Love who you are. Move forward. Be courageous. As you inspire yourself, you will inspire others. Today, breathe in the breath of life. Be present in each moment. You are free to be who you are. Free into the essence of you, the larger part of you, the divine, the grace that you are. Sense this eternal, ever expanding wonderment of you and know a willingness of your truth, bliss, and joy. Okay. All right. I'm thinking I want to pull from the Gaia deck. The Gaia deck. Do a little shuffle. I'm super excited. I'm excited and I just can't hide it. I'm so excited. Woo-hoo. Okay, 3 times. That's 1. Oh, shit. Ugh, Gaia. I'll do that one. Card number 5. Gaia. Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. This is London Fog. And this is the Magician card. We have everything we need to create what we desire in our reality. So the Gaia card is the most powerful card in this deck. It shows that you have a deep spiritual connection to the earth and a deep spiritual understanding of life. Well, we have Mars and Venus in Virgo. That is very earthy. And Pluto is in Capricorn. Just, tearing down the old world. Gaia, Earth Mother, thanks you for the love and consideration that you show towards her and the love that you have for all living things. She encourages you to gently and lovingly share your wisdom and knowledge of the earth with others. Perhaps you may join with like-minded soul to share your message of love, or you may choose to do practical things to help earth restore her balance and well-being. Yet this is not a call to preach to others. You are a beacon of light. Remain that way. Share your knowledge and wisdom only with those that are ready to hear it, and do not fear the earth changes that are taking place, for all is evolving and unfolding as it should. All the earth needs is a little more love. So that's also true. I've been thinking a lot of the magnetic pole shift that's been happening and going on. I've been talking about it the last few years. We have the North Magnetic Pole shifting. It was super strong in Canada. Now it's strong in Siberia. It's moving about 36 miles a year from the last time I checked. And that's the masculine. The north is the masculine, the south is the feminine, and the feminine will follow once the magnetic pole gets to a certain Earth will flip polarity. And this is why we're seeing a lot of weather pattern shifts and changes, like global warming. The magnetosphere is super duper weak. There's holes in the magnetosphere now. And this is why I post a lot on my Instagram about the geomagnetic storms, which are coming from the coronal hole facing Earth. The coronal holes of the sun are releasing a lot of radiation and a lot of energy, heat towards the earth. And because our magnetosphere is super weak, we're feeling that. Okay. It comes in the earth shifts like earthquakes, volcanoes, all those crazy weather stuff, right? As well as it's penetrating our body, which increases um, cancer and sickness, feelings of lethargy and tiredness, thirsty. And so I always talk about taking salt baths, drinking water. If you have to quench your thirst, you can put a little bit of Himalayan salt in your water. I like to drink a 9.5 during the high geomagnetic storms because I don't get full. I can drink a lot and not get full or tired. Mm. It also messes with our satellites and electronics. So it was strange today when I was on the phone. My phone, while I was typing something in the search bar, my phone just completely shut off, like out of nowhere. I thought it died, but then it wasn't, it was fully charged. So I thought that was kind of weird. I've been feeling really tired and a bit thirsty, but it could just be because I've been going and going and going. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's Miyagi. All right, I'm gonna pull from the Alice in Wonderland deck again. Yeah, if you go to my video on my YouTube channel about the interview for New York radio station, I talked a lot about the geomagnetic storms and the magnetic pole shift and stuff like that. And I think that interview was 2000, I think 19. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. All right. So Alice in Wonderland for this new moon, a collective, a collective message for the Leo energy. Whoa, that one popped out. Yay, finally. Follow the white rabbit. Ooh. Curiosity meets opportunity. I know who's going to be excited about that card. Her first name starts with a C and her last name starts with an S. Okay, it's the number 3 card too. Uh-oh. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of his waistcoat pocket and looked at it and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never been seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take it out of. And burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it and was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. Something out of the ordinary happens nearly all the time. Most days, if you are awake, and ready for adventure, there will be an opportunity to change your life. But for this to take place, you must follow the white rabbit. You must go after what it is that excites you, inspires you, and entices you. The white rabbit does not go to Alice and ask her to comply, to accompany him. It is up to her to notice what is taking place. She does not think about what to do nor discuss, sit, or ponder. If she had done so, the opportunity of entering Wonderland would have been lost, perhaps forever. When Alice sees how strange and extraordinary this rabbit is, she leaps to her feet and she runs. She engages with the opportunity and goes after it. When this card comes, you are being advised that something interesting is about to happen. And when it happens, be ready to go after it with all of your passion, all of your might, and without hesitation. Be awake and aware. Wonder at what will happen next. And when the extraordinary takes place at the heart of the ordinary world, be ready to leap to your feet and run towards enchantment and adventure. Yeah, that's the portal and the shift. So, this is a third confirmation. A wondrous opportunity is going to break through your ordinary reality and give you the chance to change your world and your perception forever. Wow, I like that card. I'm just going all out. It's Leo season, and I love my Leos, and I want to give them the best card. This one popped. That popped up pretty far. I'm gonna go through one more just in case. Leo. No, oh, it flew straight up. What is it? Guest of honor. Card number 22. It's a master number. All right. Have you ever felt like you were on the outside looking in? Maybe like everyone else has found their place, really belonging to someone or something, having set themselves up for life, with you still working out how to just get past the security guards at the front gate. It's time for your outsider status to change. You are invited into the inner circle. Dude, Leos and Aquariuses are never a part of that inner circle. I'm not saying never, but we're kind of the outsiders. Okay, there are times to break free from the crowd and stand alone and have courage to be the outsider. If you are brave enough to endure the times when you feel like you don't fit in, you gain a precious treasure. This is the ability to know who you are and to learn to love that self. When you are solid in your self esteem, and your self knowledge and the powers that you have developed as an outsider, including different viewpoints and ways of understanding the world, can be brought back to the rest of the world to be shared, to create a better world for all. It's a bit like a soul version of sharing your holiday pictures with the family after a big adventure. opening up their minds to other worlds and maybe even inspiring them to take their own journey. But if you spent long enough on the outside, on the fringe of life, perhaps leaving people behind, it can take some intention and attention to change course. You might have to become used to being the lone wolf or standing apart from the crowd, that there's no one else around you, that you will have served a purpose, but you are invited to shift your ways now from setting yourself apart to returning with that wisdom to share with others. It means believing you can sail straight past the security guards at the door, straight into the most deliciously wonderful party, into the VIP room at the center. VIP, very important person. It's your time for acceptance as a greeter level because you are safe. You have learned to accept yourself. So you'll not hand your power over to others as though their approval means more to you than your own self possession. You can be amongst the crowd and take your rightful place there, yet still be an individual, very much at home, belonging and sharing your treasures with others, still exactly who you are in truth. So the oracle of this guest of honor brings the message that you're going to be offered pride of place and something that matters to you a lot. Accept it. It is your time to feel as though that you have been chosen and that you belong. So the healing trick for this card is say aloud, I belong. I have pride of place, the place that only I can fill. I am one of a kind, and yet I belong to humanity. I'm invited to take my place at the feast of life. I accept my invitation. I will partake with relish and let's party. The affirmation for this card is every door I wish to open for me does so at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I'm invited to all that life has to offer, and I accept it with joy in my heart. In my heart. Awesome. Very good card. I just love all the cards. So I think I will end with a spirit animal card. Do you think I should do the Nature's Whispers? This one? Why not? Why not? Go big or go home, says the Leo. Leo, new moon. Leap of faith, 22. Card number 22 again. A master number. 22. 22. See this as a chance to create something wonderful. You are in a transition period where you need to draw on your faith, intuition, and knowledge and take the leap. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome. Whoa. Whoa. What was that? Whoa. That loud noise was this painting that my nephew painted for me. I don't know if you can see it. Can you? Yep. Um, yeah, this flew off the wall, and I'm not sure what it is. I thought it was like a car being worked on or something, but it's just kind of abstracty and phallic in many ways. Boys. Okay. You will not fail. You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and find a beautiful outcome is on the horizon. This leap of faith is the best course of action at this time. If you do make a mistake, you have the ability to try again and learn from what did not work the first time. All signs indicate that if you just trust, you will succeed. Jump headfirst into the void of the unknown. Even if you eventually fall, for a while you will soar. Yeah, soar like that painting soared off my wall. All right, so let's get into the animal spirit. What animal spirit are we working with for this new moon? Besides the lion, the dog. Oh my God, the dog star. Sirius, the dog star. Let's see. I know it's about loyalty. Spirit, you never bore me. Tell you what. This is why I do what I do. Never boring. No boring. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Whom do you serve is the question at hand here. When you compromise your personal integrity through misguided attempts to pla- pla- placate others out of fear of their disapproval or to avoid upsetting them, you deny your own inner authority and give away your power. You become their servant and they your masters. You allow this by assuming that another person or organization has greater knowledge, power, and spiritual wisdom than you, and put yourself in a less than position. While others may possess some of these attributes to a greater degree than you do, you can honor them as teachers, not masters. Okay? Because we all teach together. Just like scientists and researchers, the best scientists are those that question their own hypothesis and prove themselves wrong, right? So I studied statistics in college and I was really good at it. And it's really easy to manipulate your graphs, okay? You can manipulate uh, statistical significance by manipulating the data. Now, a good data pool would pull from a variety different samples, okay, not just one area. So, like for example, I haven't looked up the CDC website and stuff like that, but from what I'm hearing is most people that have COVID right now are unvaccinated. Now, I would question where are the samples coming from? Let's say if all the data is coming from Florida, that makes sense, right? Because I think Florida, a lot of people are not into the vaccines and they weren't wearing masks and stuff. And it's huge. The sample pool is huge and it's very similar, right? Now, if we were to pull samples from all across the United States, in every state, and then ask relevant questions like, oh, are these unvaccinated people unvaccinated because they couldn't get the vaccine, because of their maybe medical condition? And so people that are going to be more vulnerable to sickness, you know what I'm saying? So just like prodding and asking questions, relevant questions, is not a bad thing. It's not a horrible thing. And it's not conspiracy when I ask about where the data sample pools are coming from. I just want facts. And I know that statistics can be manipulated. Okay. Numbers can be manipulated, in the laws of numbers. Okay. You can't change 3 into a 5. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can. Who am I to say? Anything's possible. But anyways, I got off subject. Children may rightly look to their parents for this sort of guidance. However, as they mature, it's appropriate that the leash to their parents' authority stretches and is evenly uh, severed. Yeah. The human error is to continue to project this parental authority onto other people and institutions, and then either sub subject their will or act in opposition to that perceived authority. Over a number of years, you may find yourself attached to the leashes of many masters, leading you to feel fragmented and, to some degree, powerless. Instead, take off those collars and let spirit be the one true master. Then you will experience true freedom. And I completely agree with that. I feel like we living in the United States have been really controlled. I've traveled the world and I see that we can't even make our own decisions when to stop and go. We have lights, stoplights telling us when to stop, when to go. So we're not really using our environment. It's like creates like a robot or like autopilot. If you've ever noticed that you're driving and you autopilot somewhere that you didn't want to be, this this society kind of invites this kind of uh, robotic, asleep type of brain. And then on top of, you know, prescribing all kinds of pharmaceuticals to people to dumb them down even more. The fluoride in the water, which calcifies the pineal gland, and that's actually our connection with our higher self or God, our intuition. So there's many ways that you can decalcify the pineal gland. I just feel that we need to take our power back and make our own decisions and listen to our higher self. And the whole thing about, like, division, it's really we're seeing it more, and separation. And I think that if someone wants to wear a mask or get vaccinated, that's their choice. I have no judgments upon that. And I feel that that respect should be reciprocated. There's some people that get sick, die, they have adverse effects to the vaccine. And if your higher self is telling you not to get it, if you have dreams not to get it, you should probably listen to that. It's not for everyone. Not everyone is going to contract or get viruses. And I just feel that if your higher self is telling you to get it, you should get it. But if it's saying not to, and listening to that and not listening to, like, everyone around you, I think that should be said for everything else in life too. Like when you were a kid and you always dreamed to do, let's say, to be an actress, and then the world around you is like, oh, that's like ridiculous. You're not going to make money. You have to have a backup plan. And then your focus is on the backup plan, and you never fully, uh, you know, uh, work towards what you really want to manifest. So I don't know. It's kind of like playing pool too. Like I play pool, and I'm an objective player. The more that I've worked with others and been on teams, They have encouraged defensive playing. However, whenever I feel like I should do a defensive play, it should be at a desperate measure. Like if I see a bank or a cut or a combo shot that I know I could make, and someone's telling me to do a defensive shot because they don't believe that I can make it, I feel that I need to listen to myself. If I feel I can make the shot, I should make the shot. Just because someone else might not be good at those shots would ask me to play at defense. But if I know that I'm good at those shots, then I should go for it. I should trust myself, right? So I don't know. That was just a couple of examples and an analogy for just trusting and learning how to trust ourselves and to take our power back and to encourage our children to think for themselves and to not listen to what other people think. And I think a lot of parents do that to control their kids. I think it's a horrible idea, like to try to get them and manipulate them into doing something like brushing their hair, like, oh, brush your hair, they're not listening. Well, do you want the kids to tease you at school? Like that's teaching your kid to care about what other people think about you and get validation. And it's just, to me, it's horrible parenting. Like, if you want your kid to do it, you have to be smarter than your kid. It's like Miss Miyagi. I tell her I'm smarter than her. She won't listen to me. She'll do things and always find a way to do things. Like for an example, there is this black crow feather that I have that's just for decoration. She kept hopping up on the counter and knocking it down and playing with it. So I was like, okay, well, she likes feathers. So I went to the store and I bought a bunch of feathers from Michael's and I spread them around my whole house. She still got up to the one I didn't want her to play with. So I thought about it and I was like, I'm not going to put it away. I want her to listen. And then I did some research on what smells cats hate. And eucalyptus was one of them. So I got eucalyptus oil and I put it on the feather and I put it up there and I saw her one day jump up. Oh, she backed up, jumped back down. She didn't want to touch it. And I told her, I was like, Miss Miyagi, I'm smarter than you. Okay. So be smarter than your children and don't use creative ways to get them to listen without having to manipulate them and train them to get validation and approval from others, Just saying. Just my point of view and my thoughts on that. But this video is pretty long. I wanted to do a little, just kind of speak organically and naturally. When I do my readings, I do my research prior. I meditate on it and I type it up because I work better that way. So I like to do a little organization and then a little spontaneous, like the opposite, right? So the Virgo typing, and then at the end, the wild, go with the flow Pisces energy. I hope that you enjoyed my video, and I'd appreciate if you liked it and shared it, or make a comment down. Comment down below how this new moon is working for you. If you're a Leo, comment a fire sign. I just want to see who's out there and who's enjoying my videos. I hope that they're helpful and gives you another point of view. I am a channel for spirit and I enjoy doing this work. So if you'd like to support me in any way, you can go over to my Instagram. I make Moldavite and Tektite and zodiac bracelets. I have the planets here and they're all crystals. And I do custom toilet seat lids, art, and they're usable. I epoxy them. I also do, chart readings and card readings, transit readings, if you'd like your astrology birth chart read for you. And if you're in the area, I am juicing for people now and delivering juice. If you are in the Bay Area, East Bay, and would like fresh juice delivered twice a week because I'm trying to get people healthy so they can fight any crazy viruses that are floating around. Instead of having fear, take power and get your health back. I stopped eating meat full time. I feel better. I've lost weight, and yeah, I've just been juicing and just being a little more mindful of what I'm intaking. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Peace out, your lucid living coach, and I will see you on the next video. Have a transformational 8/8 landscape portal. Happy birthday, Leo! I love you. Our time is here. Our time is here. Don't pass up any opportunity and let go of the things that don't want you. If the door is not opening, you don't need what's on the other side of that door. All right.